Yo, what's good, basketball heads? It's your boy Crush. So let's talk about Caitlin Clark's contract. She's getting about $338,000 over 4 seasons, and everybody's like, that's kind of low, because she's talented. She's a #1 draft pick, and she's a baller. We all know this. She's nice, but unfortunately, the league can't afford to pay the females the same as their male counterparts. It's just not possible. The WNBA generate millions. The NBA generate billions. So even though the females, they're talented, they're very talented, but you just can't pay them the same because the money isn't there. If you're going to pay them millions like their male counterparts, you are going to be losing a lot of money. And the NBA is not about losing money. So even though they're talented and you would hope for them to get paid better, you just can't. It's unfortunate, but that's just what it is. The WNBA don't generate that money for you to pay them millions of dollars. You just can't. So while the average male player will be getting millions, they're getting good money. The WNBA, the best female, she's getting hundreds of thousands. And I know that looks crazy, but that's just where we're at with it. Because the money is not there. As far as, merch, generating money, fans going to the game and all that stuff. I know it look crazy. This chick is coming off a hot year in college. She's the #1 prospect. She's the hottest female coming out of college right now. And when you look at a contract, you're like, what? Less than $500,000 in 4 seasons? That looks crazy. But this is where we're at. And this is why a lot of females who plays in the WNBA, during the off season, they find other jobs. Like, they'll go on ESPN, they'll do other stuff because once the season is over, you got to generate money, right? So you have to do other things. Once the season comes to an end, you'll see some of them doing like ESPN and, certain networks because they're still trying to generate money. You got bills to pay. And it sucks, but hopefully this will change in the future, man, because once again, I know they can't pay them like the male counterparts, but they are underpaid. Yes, they are, but there's not much that can be done, like I said, when the money ain't there. You can't put out more than you bring in as far as the association. If you're paying these females millions and you're not making more or making that money, then it doesn't make sense. You're losing. So when you see somebody like Caitlin Clark making less than $500,000 in 4 seasons, that looks crazy. Imagine her contemporaries who are not as talented. Imagine what they're making. But this is where we're at with it. I'm sure she'll make more once the 4th season is up. Once a contract elapses and she renew a contract, I'm sure she'll make more. But as great as she's going to be, and she's nice, she can't make NBA money. It's just not possible. Caitlin Clark, she got drafted, she got selected #1, by the Indiana Fever. So she's going to be playing in Indiana. And a lot of people will start watching the WNBA because of her, Angel Reese, this year's draft, and just the media surrounding the females right now in the WNBA. And Caitlin Clark is nice. So she's going to bring a lot of hype to the WNBA. A lot of eyes are going to be on the WNBA this upcoming season. She and Angel Reese is going to bring a lot of attention if they haven't already. The WNBA is in a great place right now, with the draft and the class and the players coming in, the young players coming in, the rookies. But unfortunately, they're underpaid. It's been like this for a while now. And I know a lot of people complain, they need to be paid better. And I agree. But the money just ain't there. Of course, they're not getting their true value, what they're worth. But this is the market. You could only pay somebody what's available. If you have a business, you're not going to overpay someone so you could lose money. You are trying to make money yourself. Speaking of the NBA and the association, they're trying to make money also. So something got to give. It sucks, but she'll make a lot of money from deals, endorsements. I mean, come on, the chick is nice. She's going to get a lot of endorsements if she didn't already. So she'll be okay, but the contract is kind of low. I'm not going to lie, it is. Her contract is pretty surprising. I wouldn't think she would get less than $1 million or something. I know the females get paid less, but just based off who she is and her talent. But this is the market. It's unfortunate, but this is the market. So over 4 seasons, 4 years, she's going to get $338,000. In her 4th season, which ends in 2027, she has a player option. She's severely underpaid, man, for a player of her caliber. She is severely underpaid, and a lot of people is talking about it. They're shocked. They're surprised. Like, that's all she's getting for 4 seasons? Someone of her caliber, her talent, you would think she would get that in like a year or even 2 years, even 2 years at most. But 4 seasons for less than $500,000? That looks crazy. But like I said, fortunately, she's going to make a lot of millions, a lot of money from her endorsements. You know, she's going to get paid regardless while she's on the court balling out, and she's going to be balling out. We're going to see if she's really as good as we think she is. And I'm sure she is that nice. So while she's balling out, you know, bringing media attention to the WNBA, bringing in new fans, male and females, she's going to be underpaid. But you know what? It is what it is, man. A lot of people want to see her play, you know. I'm going to start watching because of her and Angel Reese, because I want to see what they're doing, you know. I want to see what the fuss is about. Granted, I never really watched the WNBA. Not going to sit here and cap like I watch. No, I didn't. But with all this hype surrounding, you know, the WNBA, this new draft, and all this young talent coming in, I just want to see what the fuss is about. So I'll be definitely watching these games. You know, I will watch and I'm going to support. So I will be watching these games moving forward. Her and Angel Reese, they have similar contracts. Angel Reese got $324,000 for 4 seasons, 4 years. And in 2027, the 4th season, she has a player option. So their contracts are pretty similar. I mean, despite Caitlin Clark being the #1 draft pick, but I'm really excited to see both of them. You know, I'm going to watch the games. You know, I want to see what they're doing. Not just them, but other females, you know, just the WNBA as a whole. I'll be watching. But as always, I'll holla. As always, we just talking basketball. Hit the subscribe button, like, comment, share. Holla at your boy.
It's all about the game and how you play it. It's all about the game. I'ma say it. It's all about the game.